Hello, everybody. It's your girl JBeats, and we're here to react to some video called "Why Gaming Is Still Not Respected." What an introduction! That was but yeah, we're gonna be reacting to why gaming still isn't respected. So with that being said, make sure to buckle up, watch this video yourself so they can also still get some more views on it. And let's begin!
Nowadays, the video game industry is bigger than Hollywood. It's bigger than the music industry. And
oh yeah?
No respect.
My first
bigger than black and white?
Is that I believe that as a rule, it is a massive waste of your time.
Bro.
Video games are for children.
Bruh.
I don't know if that game.
Oh, I think video games are children. Let me introduce you to Ludwig, Mr. Beast, Charlie. I think they all play video games. Are they children? Are they successful? Yes, they're not children. I don't know. That's just an L take right there.
Expands your understanding or your ability to contribute to the
Why he look familiar?
Go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I would find a lot more instances of people giving video games the middle finger, but what you just saw is just about all I could find, and initially, I thought this meant that making this video would just be an overreaction and that people today truly didn't feel this way about video games. And it turns out most people don't, but just because the majority of people don't have extreme opinions on video games doesn't mean they aren't disrespecting them and making gamers feel like outsiders. In fact, I think the current popularity and success of video games has almost made gamers feel like we're not allowed to feel like social outcasts. And while I'm very grateful for all the great games we have, I can't just ignore that something's still off. Gaming is not a normalized hobby. Let me show you what I mean.
I don't know how gamers are not cool still. Like, I know I was made fun of a lot. I was that nerd. I was that tomboy, apparently, because gaming's not for girls. And then, you know, now it's a whole trend out here with the TikTok where people be like, oh, I'm a girl. I'm a gamer girl. Don't get me wrong. I'll use the hashtag gamer girls to try to get views. Does it work? Absolutely not. But anywho, like, I was made fun. Yo, guys, one time I was going to the mall. I had my Pokemon shirt on. I had the Pikachu, right? Someone made fun of me. They're like, how old is she? She still likes Pokemon. And then what you know, those same people were playing Pokemon Go after it became popular. So, yeah, I don't know why, but there's so much hate deep down inside for these gamers. I don't understand. All I know, that is crazy how people nah, I ain't no Linkin Park person. I can't put that.
Up into a stranger's house because you want to make some new friends. But upon entering their house, you don't immediately notice anything that gives off those gamer vibes we all know and love. With that in mind,
yeah, no, I don't really have love stuff.
Ask them what video games do you play? No, because they'd most likely just say,
no.
Video games. Then the conversation would become awkward, which would make your social anxiety kick in, prompting you to...
Yeah, you know what? Chat is crazy because even now where, you know, gaming is a little bit more popular, like people my age, especially like when I want to have lady friends and whatnot, they don't game. And then I'm like the only one who wants to game, and then they're like, we don't have too much in common. I'll be like, just because you don't game doesn't mean we don't have anything else in common. But basically that's how we feel. Like, I would prefer to party. I'm like, I mean, I don't mind partying, but I would prefer gaming and being responsible too. Like, you know, like I'm not gonna spend 10 hours, I mean, unless I'm like a big time streamer maybe, but like if I got stuff to do, I'll do my other stuff. But if I want a game, I'm on a game. Like, I don't understand why, I don't know, like the minute you're like, oh, you like games, they're just like, we don't fit. I'm like, the turd.
Before coming back to apologize and ask what
it's too late to apologize
because everybody watches movies and listens to
that's crazy, like how music and movies but not games
targeted towards gamers. And yet despite that fact, it almost feels like the Game Awards doesn't want to be associated with the stigma around video games.
The Games Award doesn't want games
don't matter enough or are not cool enough or are not not Hollywood enough to present the
Hollywood.
Along with Alana, don't think the Game Awards are all bad.
I don't even watch the Game Awards. I don't even know what they're about. I mean, I know they're about games and giving them awards, but I mean, okay, never mind.
Just one giant ad where traditional celebrities can just goof off.
Pew, pew, pew.
Why do these traditional celebrities get to be in gaming ads
Yeah.
when, to my
Yeah,
knowledge,
yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Thinking how some people like gaming's a waste of time. Oh, but if you're in a game that's different or something, because I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves has been in quite a few games, and I don't know. I'm just saying, for someone who's wasting his time, he's making that bank. So, With that being said, yo, any game developer out there, if you want to use Serenity, you know, and you want to give me credit for that, and you want me to voice act for a video game, yo, hit me up. I mean, if you're legit. If you're not legit, then I'm probably not gonna respond. Like, they're actually gonna be like, hey, I noticed your model. I'm like, oh my goodness, you want me to draw you in the One Piece style? I'll be like, oh my goodness, for real? Oh my goodness.
influencers don't advertise anything outside of gaming? Why can't a good game speak for itself like some movies often do?
That Brie
since
Larson.
Movies are why the actors are famous in the first place. Probably for the same reason the very platform that hosts these gaming influencers treats them differently than regular influencers. In fact, MatPat, creator of the Theorist channels,
Game theory. He has so many theories.
CEO Susan Wojcicki about this very issue at the 2019 Gaming Creators Summit.
Yeah, I can't believe how old MatPat is. It's so crazy. Like, I can't believe how long I've been watching Game Theory for. I mean, I don't really watch it like that, but I'm just saying, whenever I do tune in. When he said he was quitting, I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, how old are you? I'm like, you have a kid, but oh my goodness, how old are you?
Industry. So what's the deal? Why does gaming seem to have the same social stigma attached to it that it's had ever since its early days, and more importantly,
Dang, okay, Pac-Man is a threat.
well, just like trying to convince yourself you should
Oh,
cook
snap.
at home instead of going to Taco Bell, it's complicated. What you need to understand first, though, is that it all started with a little thing called generational myopia.
Oh.
In his article about why the mainstream media struggles to cover video games, Ben Lindbergh states, largely because of what former Times writer Seth Shachelle calls generational myopia, the keepers of the cultural sections aren't convinced that gaming merits a spot on the masthead alongside longer-lived entertainment cornerstones.
How?
Later in the article, Brian Crescente mentions
No, how? Like, literally, how? How is that the case when literally games be telling a better story than like what Marvel be putting out sometimes? Like, if you tell me like there hasn't been a single video game story you have not liked, that would be insane. Because I'm like, why are you playing video games if you're not there for the story? I mean, I know there's Black Ops or Lethal Company and stuff like that. Not Lethal Company, Bad Company and Call of Duty. That's what it's called. But it'd be like, why you watching or why you playing certain games then? Like, if you don't even like the story. I mean, yeah, there's gameplay, but I'm just like, yo, for me, I need a good story to get through gameplay. Like, for like to play Resident Evil, like I would not be playing it if it was just shooting. I would be like, where's the stinking story at, man? Because I'm like, I hate shooters for one, so to like have to force myself to play, at least I actually have a decent story, man.
a lot of these publications are run by people who probably didn't grow up playing video games. This, of course, implies that they don't seem to understand them. I think actor and comedian Brian Callen puts it best.
For older people, it's subversive. We don't trust it, we don't like it, we don't understand it, and it scares us a little bit because it's also.
Where's he from? He looks familiar.
We're also brainwashed into thinking the video games are for losers.
All of that.
What's interesting about Brian here, not to be confused with Brian Crescente, is that he actually did come from the first generation to grow up with video games.
Oh, wow.
So the only logical conclusion is that Brian probably didn't get to play video games as a kid because his parents likely had a negative perspective on them, which then influenced Callen, just like the media
Who's
does with
that?
the rest of the
Is that him as a
The
kid?
only
That's a
problem
crazy
is
clean
this
photo.
line of thinking is flawed.
By
By that logic, all millennials, Gen Z, and even Gen Alpha would think this way about video games too. This mindset would just get passed down to each subsequent generation. In case it wasn't clear, I obviously have no idea what Brian's dad thinks of video games, but my dad is from Gen X, just like Callan, yet he doesn't think the same way about video games as Callan does. You also have millennials like Mandy B, who you saw in a clip earlier in the video, and when discussing who she would or wouldn't date on her podcast,
That's L take. L take.
You have a hobby that's not video games, something that grows.
L take.
And I'd be willing to bet some Gen Zers also think this way too. So while this mindset started with the older generation,
You know how some people actually even be able to get through like some things because of video games? Like,
publishers to thank for providing
oh my.
the social stigma around video games to take center stage. You see, one of the biggest reasons
Like, it can help with coping for some people.
was because of the oversaturation of the market and thus a loss of consumer confidence in garbage like this. Because
Oh yeah, the Atari, I don't know, but that was pretty trash, at least to me. Was it the Atari? No, yeah, it was something with the. Is it the Virtual Red Boy? Something like that.
Nail in the coffin when they pulled the Trojan horse maneuver to get their
The Pong game? Was it the Pong game?
for children. Sure, adults were playing video games alongside children during this time, just like they were in the arcade days of Space Invaders, but when the novelty of video games began to wear off once again, the main audience left playing video games were the ones it was continually being marketed toward, thus cementing video games as a child's plaything. A waste of time. And this cycle almost seemed doomed to repeat itself from the start. It seems like everyone, including major news outlets, want a piece of the action when a hit new console or game arrives, but as soon
Yo,
as
Chad, if we could go back in time, I'm straight up, I don't know how, but I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it's Pokemon. It's totally my idea. I'll be like, yo, I want the commercial rights to it.
shortly after they first became affordable. That's right, even owning a TV had a stigma attached to it, and for perspective, it took less than 20 years for it to be dropped, whereas the video game crash happened 40 years ago, and it still hasn't been dropped. So yeah, there's something else going on here, because in addition to this, if you haven't noticed, there's this little thing called the internet that you're using right now.
What's
where
that
billions
game?
of people
Oh,
interact with each
Xenoblade.
other on a day-to-day
Oh, yeah, I have
basis.
Xenoblade
If they
Chronicles
really wanted
3.
to, they could find a way
I haven't
to
played
inform themselves
any of
about
them,
news
but I have them.
Sure, we're creatures of habit, so we tend to get comfortable doing or watching a lot of the same things, but there are also a lot of people who really like change. I would know because my wife is one of those people. She's dabbled in games here and there, and while she's not an avid gamer who's obsessed with it like I am, she still has a lot of fun playing games and recognizes them as a form of art. Yet I hardly ever tell
Bro,
her to play
literally
video games
game,
because I know she's not super
like, literally games is basically art. Like, you have to make it up with the drawings or something. How was that not considered a form of art to some people? Oh my goodness, I can't. Yo no puede. Yo no puede.
not updating her on the latest Nintendo Direct because they announced Switch Sports.
Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
How was I supposed to know she was interested in case it wasn't clear, my wife is the most supporting person in the world and is 100%
Oh, that's
on board with
nice.
my passion for video games, and she'll even tolerate my fangirling while watching a Nintendo Direct with me from time to time. But my her interests, for the most part, lie elsewhere. Just like many others, she's at a point in her life where she knows what she likes and what she doesn't. She couldn't care less about playing Super Smash Bros., for example. Probably because she sucks at it. That's similar to how my dumbass sucks at sports, which is why I don't really like
No,
playing them. But
I don't like
it's
sports at all.
natural to not want to do
Like, people are like,
something good at
oh,
sports.
like,
It's
sports is like everything. I didn't even remember there was a Super Bowl. Like, not too long ago. I was like, wait, Super Bowl's today? I'm here streaming because I'm like, what? It's a national event? I don't know. It was an American event, but
and never give it a shot. Not to mention there are those who are simply fearful of the addictive nature of games. There are also way too many games to choose from these days that range from something as simple as jumping.
oh my goodness, chat. So I had spent, I kid you not, when I was, I think 13 or something like that, I spent my whole summer playing Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Riders, and I was mostly playing Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 because of the Chow Garden. And I was trying to get that 100%. I could not figure out how to do the 100%, man. I was like, these levels are too difficult for me. But I did complete all the games, like, in terms of finishing, like, the story. I'm not gonna do, like, Alpha Rad type of thing where I actually get 180 emblems. But I will say, I did have lots of fun during that era, but then I think back at it, I'm like, dang, I really spent my whole summer just playing Sonic.
To figuring out the perfect combination of items, weapons, abilities, and even strategies needed to bring down the ultimate Giga Chad of a boss. Even the games that we longtime gamers consider casual may not be as easy for some people to get into as we think. The way we engage
You like that
with games
ASMR?
is very different from the way we engage with other forms of media. You made your first me look as much like you as possible because you are that me.
I don't know if I did all that. Well, I think I did. Oh, that is a big nose.
Games Agency as Art, philosopher C.T. Wynn claims that the motivation behind gameplay is an inversion of how motivation for most other things
I have
are.
no idea what that
You pay
means.
taxes because it's fun,
I like Scott the
you pay
Walls.
taxes so you don't end up like Scott. On the other hand, you don't play Deltarune or Hollow Knight to check them off a list. You do it for the journey. Okay, maybe we kind of do play them to check them off. Compare all of that to something like movies, which are by nature very linear experiences.
Mhm.
Games not only take far more time than movies to play through, but have expanded far beyond.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take forever with
Movies
Elden
only
Ring.
require you to stare at a screen and literally nothing else. You can even just have it on in the background. Video games often
Is that a
require
yam or a
components
potato?
such as your reflexes, hand-eye coordination, strategy, skill, experience, patience, and in most cases, your undivided attention. And
I can't get back to those games that don't have story, man. Like Pac-Man.
An ingredient, albeit an absolutely essential one, in both movies and video games. I can just
Ooh.
listen to my favorite song on the way to work, whereas sometimes I have.
I used to not listen to music from video games because it gave me anxiety, but now I like it. I mean, not while I'm playing, but
Playing a video game for someone not
afterwards.
can quite literally be a lot of work because, as Professor Wen puts it, those who play games play them for the struggle. The reason I couldn't find many videos of people bashing video games for the opening of this video is partially because people who say things like that on the internet will be harassed and no one wants that, but also because a lot of people actually don't feel that way. They simply don't play video games for a multitude of reasons, and that's okay. I'm willing to bet that the reason gamers seem to be segregated off from the rest of YouTube is because gaming is so different and not as widely
Thank you for the
known
sub,
to the
Goat.
general audience.
I appreciate it.
Game companies can't let games speak for themselves is because, unlike movies, you have to play a game to know whether it's good or not. That and traditional celebrities.
Or you could just watch someone else play.
They initially considered the possibility of older generations being the culprit here. I don't think they deserve as much of the blame as we give them. This sentiment spans generations, and that's why simply covering video games in mainstream news won't suddenly make games a social norm so long as there are people of all ages who simply don't have.
Yeah, I think it just depends on your environment.
I might go as far as to say that I think it's kind of too late for video games to be covered in mainstream media anyway.
I don't think so.
Knowledge about games between gamers and non-gamers has gotten too big. So
I feel like you could always try to bring it in a little by little.
Games, at least a little less than half the American population.
You think so? I appreciate it. Yay.
Countless people who play video games casually while not caring about video game coverage, such as my wife. Wait, hold up.
Huh?
Are you saying that everyone in the U.S. has to be playing video games for it to be considered a normalized hobby?
Nah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Seriously,
Nah, I don't think so.
Know who doesn't watch things on a screen, whether that be movies, TV, or even YouTube or TikTok? Video is literally ingrained in our society. Video games? Not so much. This applies to even more so. Music is something that's not only ingrained in American society, but in the human race itself.
I don't know. I don't.
So how do we get everyone to play video games?
You don't have to.
We kind of can't. Sure, we can show
That makes
people
no
the
sense.
value of games all we want, and we can even let them try out a game or two they might like, but the reality is there will always be people who don't want to play games for whatever reason. And
hold up.
some people, especially
Like, games are shown in TVs and games and in movies and TV shows. Like, to say it's not part of our everyday life, I think it just all depends. Like, I mean, I guess not everybody, but everyone's looking at a screen and the screen's gonna show, like, a thing. That's like saying, like, thank you very much for the support. That's like saying, like, sports aren't ingrained, or, like, not everyone's gonna like sports. Like, when that's shown all around, like, you know, even, like, school, you're supposed to play sports. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, thinking it in a different way, but I'm just saying, like, just because it's there Doesn't mean everyone's gonna do it. Like I mentioned before, like I didn't even know Super Bowl was a thing. So like, to each their own, I guess.
Those who have an addictive personality might benefit from never playing video games, and that's okay. I don't know about you, but I want games to stay out of the mainstream news, out of the hands of those corporate fools who just want to exploit our nostalgia to make us look
I mean, they're already being exploited.
doing that without it being a social norm.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Lindbergh
Told you.
in that maybe there's a benefit to gaming being overlooked. Look, I've come to terms with the idea of gaming being something that not everybody understands the appeal of.
Dang.
I want to help spread that awareness, sure, but
Why did they have so many copies of Wii Party?
At least in terms of social status, I think it would be better to let the actual gamers on YouTube like Scott the Waz, Spawnwave, or even
It's Scott.
continue to handle the game coverage because here's the thing. Gamers are already socially accepted, among other gamers.
Bro, Smash Bros.
Look, maybe I'm wrong and one day we wake up and everyone is playing games, but other than our insecurities, what would that really
Oh, she really does look different compared to Smash Bros version.
Video game industry other than profits, or would it lead to more corporate greed? Only time will tell.
Yeah, she looks better in the Smash Bros
So what
version.
do we make of all this? I just spent the last 14 or so minutes telling you how big of an issue all of this is, yet the conclusion I came to is that it's no big deal, because in reality, it's not. Does that change the way I or even you might feel about it? Probably not, but I think the way we tend to approach situations like this is usually bass-ackwards. You see, what started out as a simple question blossomed into something that caused me to do a little self-searching. And while I quite frankly obsessed over it a little too much,
Why are you so obsessed with me?
some closure on the matter. Instead of focusing on how we can get others to like playing or even respecting video games, I think we should instead take a good look in the mirror and ask ourselves how we would feel if we were on the other side of this. At the end of the day, what we do is our choice. So let's be more understanding of the fact that video games are simply not for everyone, no matter how many.
I guess so.
Let's stop gatekeeping and instead embrace the fact that different
I mean,
sections of the gaming
I didn't know
community
people were
are alike
gatekeeping games.
instead of dividing ourselves over stupid console wars. Because the only people we're hurting by doing those things are ourselves. It just shows those outside the gaming community that the only thing they're missing out on are fanboys and fangirls fighting amongst each other over corporations who only care about our money in the first place. But I think the most important thing we can do is impact the next generation by showing them the value not only in the game,
I don't know why I
but
just said
in
ooh.
the gamer too.
I think I just looked at
And
funny
who
picture. I was
knows?
like, Bert.
In time, maybe gamers can be cool.
Ooh.
Thanks for
Nah, I know. Because gamers can be cool, and this always has to do this. Anywho, that was the video chat. What you guys' opinion on it? Also make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with a friend. But yeah, I think video games is for everybody. So you need to stop your talking. But I think I am gonna have to react to that one. Yeah. So I mean, I think games can be for everyone. Not that it will be it for everyone, but I don't know. I feel like it's pretty in the mainstream regardless, even people don't see. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion on it. Like, because you're saying like it's not on, but like literally you can see it on YouTube or something. You could just pop up and whatnot. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. All I know is my kids probably gonna be gamers. Yo, that'd be crazy if they're not gaming. Imagine if I have kids and they're not even gaming. I'm like, I made this collection for what? You're not even gonna share in my glory. I'm gonna be real sad, y'all. I want a significant other who likes gaming, like a hubby. I want a hubby wubby that likes gaming. Anywho, with that being said, share this video if you have any thoughts on it and let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a great one. Bye. 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 Bye.